Expecting that you put it where the sun is, it would relax to the circle of Jupiter, concrete, truly unsteady, and going to detonate. These effects are among the best impacts of radio energy in the whole universe, making more energy than a billion suns. Are you figured out for what will happen? Bug pulverize a gigantic red, very Goliath star, and one of the nearest stars to Earth has lately gone through a significant clouding that has certainly stood out and mixed feelings all around the planet. This darkening has headed to theory among cosmologists and the general population about its normal repercussions. A couple of experts trust this surprising lead could be a herald to an incalculable impact, a staggering occasion that happens when a star depletes its atomic fuel and falls under its own weight, prompting a tremendous effect. Such an occasion raises concerns not simply among ordinary specialists, but also among the general population, as it suggests requests about the conceivable effect on our own planet. Betelgeuse is an unmistakable star gathering which is effectively recognizable in the night sky in view of its particular shape and brilliant stars. Likewise alluded to as Alpha Orionis, it holds the title of the most brilliant and biggest star in this glorious body. Late data accumulated by NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, close by perceptions from different observatories, have shown that loathsome little animal juice experienced a tremendous mass implantation in 2019. This lead is astonishing for a star of its sort and has lighted interest among stargazers overall. While coronal mass releases are an ordinary occasion in our own sun, the uncommon occasion found in Betelgeuse adds a spellbinding layer to how we may decipher sublime life cycles. Besides, the components of colossal stars, the distance to more chaotic juice stays a subject of discussion among space specialists. A few assessments suggest it is farther away, while others show it could be basically as close as 724 light-years from Earth. Precisely deciding the distances of red, very Goliath stars like more chaotic little animal juice is a convoluted test due to their tremendous size and unmistakable properties. Alarming little animal juice stands out as one of the most splendid stars noticeable in our night sky, flaunting a brilliance numerous times more prominent than that of the sun. Anyway, this monstrous wonder comes at a gigantic expense. Alarming close to little animal juice polishes off its atomic fuel at an accelerated rate, hurrying the inescapable completion of its superb light. In the end, the star will debilitate its fuel supply, prompting a sensational breakdown under its own gravitational pull, conceivably coming about in a huge blast that could bring forth a neutron star or even a dark opening. If our current astrophysical speculations are right, this raises a huge question. Does more chaotic juice represent a risk to Earth? On the off chance that an immense impact were to happen several hundred light-years from our arrangement planet, the outcomes could be wrecking. The effect of a cosmic explosion blast can discharge an enormous measure of light, possibly moving toward that of an whole universe. In this manner, paying little heed to whether more chaotic little animal juice is fairly far away, like the star Alpha Centauri, the effects of its limitless impact could be critical and broad. Strikingly, since the last pretentious shoot found in our own framework in 1604, humankind has yet to witness such an occasion locally. Anyway, a noticeable galactic impact happened in 1987 in an immense melanic cloud, seen as 169,000 light-years away. While that occasion had gigantic influences, it represented no immediate gamble to Earth, filling in as a sign of the scale and possible impacts of such galactic peculiarities. The idea of a gamble zone encompassing a run-of-the-mill limitless impact is enthralling and could have serious consequences for life on the planet if an inestimable blast were to happen close by. Anyway, at any point, it's vital to comprehend that in the huge cosmic scene, close-by vast blasts are generally little occasions contrasted with gamma blasts, which are undeniably more impressive and represent an alternate sort of danger. Gamma blasts can have annihilating impacts equipped for annihilating biospheres and drenching planets with deadly radiation. For example, a particular kind of cosmic burst can prompt the obliteration of a planet's ozone layer, leaving it powerless against the harsh radiation of space long after the effect has happened. This potential was featured in a new report that showed new dangers related to gigantic stars that end their lives in such a stupendous way. When enormous stars detonate in a grandiose occasion, they can arrive at probably the most brilliant radiances known in the universe. As a matter of fact, the splendor of a solitary infinite blast can dominate the joined brightness of billions of stars. This raises the question of what the results would be assuming more chaotic juice were to go through such a blast. If a grandiose explosion were to happen, more chaotic juice would turn into the second most splendid item in our sky, after the sun in any event during light hours. Regardless of the distance isolating it from us, more chaotic juice, which sparkles more brilliant than a full moon, would turn into noticeable even in sunshine. The sheer power of the impact would make an exhibition so shocking that shadows would be projected even in complete dimness. Such a scene would be both stunning and frightening, exhibiting the crude force of inestimable occasions. While the apparent light delivered by an enormous blast is without a doubt stunning, it is just a negligible part of the aggregate energy delivered during such an occasion. Albeit elevated degrees of noticeable light can cause brief visual disability, the more noteworthy concern lies in the high-energy radiation transmitted close by the noticeable light. This radiation much of the time shows up as X-rays and gamma rays, which can have far-reaching impacts. One of the essential perils introduced by this high-energy radiation is its capacity to catalyze the consumption of the ozone layer that shields our planet from hurtful sunlight-based radiation. Without an viable ozone layer, life on the planet's surface would be presented to outrageous bright radiation from the sun, possibly prompting mass extinction events. The prompt repercussions of a vast blast present approaching perils. Anyway, over the long haul, astronomical beams and subatomic particles going at close to light rates begin to penetrate the close-by planetary framework. These enormous pillars can decouple ozone layers and coat Earth's surface with hurtful radiation, worsening the dangers presented by the underlying impact. Additionally, these infinite beams convey a critical piece of the absolute energy delivered by the infinite blast. Their long-term impacts could persevere for a long time. There is proof suggesting that such occasions could have affected Earth in the past. For example, raised degrees of iron-60, a radioactive isotope created in supernovae, have been tracked down in ocean sediment and lunar regolith. This finding suggests that Earth could have been impacted by vast blast ejecta in genuinely late land history, conceivably within the last hardly any million years. Cosmologists have as of late inferred that there are presently no close-by vast blast applicants that represent a prompt danger to life on Earth, in view of what we know about the chances related to gamma rays and infinite beams. Anyway, continuous examination has revealed new potential dangers connected to explicit kinds of gamma blasts. These gamma blasts can create long-range lethal radiation, which addresses a more serious gamble to planets like our own. The instrument behind this involves a star approaching the finish of its life being encircled by a significant circle of material. When the astronomical blast happens, a shock wave is produced, striking this circle and making it turn out to be staggeringly hot. This thus creates a lot of high-energy X-ray radiation that can travel immense distances through space. The most splendid X-ray supernova can possibly exhaust a planet's ozone layer by as much as half, making conditions that could set off a termination occasion inside around 150 light-years. Luckily, no such supernova applicants have been recognized in the quick area of Earth. Anyway, this exploration has prompted new experiences with respect to the livable zone, the area inside cosmic systems where conditions are good for life. These discoveries propose that the livable zone might be dependent upon extra limitations. Explicitly, the external districts of a cosmic system might not have sufficient star arrangement activity to create the components fundamental for the development of rough planets. In the meantime, the internal regions, where stars structure and pass on at a quicker rate, represent their own perils. Continuous vast blast occasions in these areas can enlighten the encompassing space, expanding the dangers for any potential life that could exist there. New exploration shows that the inward limit of the enormous livable zone may be farther from the cosmic place than recently thought, reshaping our comprehension of where life could for sure flourish. So, what will the more chaotic juice grandiose blast look like from Earth? While Earth's biosphere will probably stay unaffected, the real showcase will be difficult to disregard. According to specialists, more chaotic juice will proceed to sparkle brilliantly for more than 90 days following its blast, coming to a brilliance identical to a part of that of the moon, a few times fainter than a full moon. Basically, it will show up as a splendid point above, noticeable even during the day. Its striking brilliance will enamor any individual who turns upward, creating shaded areas even around evening time. This remarkable divine occasion will without a doubt be a wellspring of interest for individuals on Earth. As the enormous blast stays noticeable to the unaided eye for a while, its remainders will steadily fade. However, specialists continue to concentrate on more chaotic juice to find out more about the existence pattern of monstrous stars and the processes that lead to their savage finishes. Understanding these tremendous peculiarities is fundamental for acquiring experiences into the development of our system and the production of components during an inestimable blast. Not exclusively is noticeable. Sunlight, the last component to be displayed, yet likewise important information concerning stars can be assembled through observational stargazing. Presently, we are looking into stars starting their procedure towards termination, and more chaotic juice is simply one of the numerous stars in the system showing comparative peculiarities. Therefore, more unremarkable cosmic endeavors could take place, reshaping our comprehension of stellar systems. If that is truly for the betterment of humankind's understanding of space science, something it will turn out to be to greater clarity over time. The process of studying these stellar phenomena offers invaluable insights into the dynamics of the universe, the life cycle of stars, and the formation of elements necessary for life. These discoveries could potentially reshape our understanding of our own existence in the cosmos. As astronomers continue to track the evolution of stars like more chaotic juice, they're uncovering more details about how these enormous, brilliant objects live and die. The research isn't just about observing distant stars in a vacuum. It also provides a deeper look at the processes that could impact planets, including our own, especially as we learn more about cosmic radiation and its long-term effects. Ultimately, whether or not a nearby supernova will endanger Earth is still a matter of much debate. It will likely be millions of years before a significant threat emerges, but understanding the possibilities now is crucial. Even without immediate danger, the research into such cosmic phenomena has the potential to answer fundamental questions about the origins of life, the future of the universe, and the relationship between stars and planets. Thus, the fascinating subject of more chaotic juice's eventual demise, whether through a stellar explosion or some other cosmic event, remains a captivating area of study. As we continue to explore the vast reaches of space, humanity may come to realize that understanding these celestial occurrences isn't just about surviving or predicting natural events. It's also about unlocking the secrets of the universe and our place within it, extending our scientific knowledge, and perhaps even ensuring the long-term survival of humanity.